You need some on, baby. Not Crocs.
Fine, Daddy.
Okay, go ask Michaela.
Please have fun.
No. Go ask Michaela. And please do what Daddy says, okay?
I didn't
You want to
find
break
it.
your daddy's heart?
Oh, but I didn't find it.
Okay, well, you didn't try. Just try
I
what...
did.
Let's try what Daddy's saying. Go ask Michaela where are your boots, okay? It's in your closet at the bottom, right there where your shoes are, okay?
I looked.
Well, go ask Michaela to help, okay? The snow's not going anywhere.
I looked everywhere.
Baby, will you please? Please do it for Daddy.
Sure.
Thank you, baby. Whew. Man. Hey. So, now, first of all, let me say this. What I said was can't no with me, and they came. And then somebody said, yeah, it's gonna take Jay-Z or Nas. And I said, yes. Go get Jay, go get Nas. You know, Wayne, go get Kanye. Go. Those are the caliber of artists y'all need to be mentioning my name and my catalog and my legacy with. You dig? But make no mistake, I like me against anybody. Make no mistake, I like me against anybody. And I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? You know, if they were, you got Nas and who was on Swagger Like Us, you know, and then, you know, there's a few exceptions. Of course, you know, you have the DMXs of the world. You have, hey, listen.
I know.
She's going to get some socks.
Okay, and she need her boots. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to get her rain boots now.
Yeah, that's what she needs. She needs the rain boots and some socks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, but, you know, I just love how it's a new thing for people to come and tell me how I'm supposed to feel about me.
The internet didn't just shake today. It collapsed, rebooted, and came back screaming like it walked straight into a Zeus reunion fistfight. Because out of nowhere, T.I. woke up stretched, cleared his throat, and decided, yeah, today feels like a good day to throw the entire hip-hop industry into a panic attack. And he did exactly that.
He didn't throw shade, he launched a nuclear expose.
Calling 50 Cent FBI energy, and saying he's not even sniffing the same level as Ja Rule, and definitely not Jay-Z. People weren't ready. Phones weren't ready. The culture wasn't ready. Kate, I hit the internet with a verbal uppercut so shocking that even 50s biggest trolls paused mid-meme. TikTok went into cardiac arrest. Twitter combusted. Instagram nearly unplugged itself and said, enough. Hip-hop fans ran to the timeline like firefighters running toward a burning building. Except they were holding popcorn instead of hoses. 1 minute everyone was discussing normal things, sports, music drops, celebrity outfits, and the next minute T.I. was out here accusing 50 Cent of moving like a federal agent and ranking him below Ja Rule. Yeah, Rule. The internet hasn't seen that kind of disrespect since. Honestly, ever. It was historical, biblical, cinematic, W-level petty, and Marvel villain dramatic all at once. But the craziest part wasn't even the insult. It wasn't the FBI accusation. It wasn't the ranking. It was the way T.I. said it calm, confident, unbothered, like he'd been holding this bomb for years and finally decided the world deserved entertainment. Fans froze. Rappers gasped. Producers clutched their headphones. Even Ja Rule peeked out from the shadows like, me? Again? But right when it looked like T.I. was done, right when people thought the meltdown ended, he dropped one more line. A line so explosive, so reckless, so reality, TV messy. The internet went silent from the moment T.I.'s first clip hit the internet. Everyone knew this wasn't going to be just another rapper argument. This had the vibe of a documentary opening where the narrator whispers, everything changed that day. The calm before the storm was almost suspicious. Hip-hop fans sensed it. Culture pages sensed it. Even people who don't listen to rap sensed it. Something had been simmering under the surface for years. And now the pot finally boiled over in the most dramatic way imaginable. The tension didn't appear. Suddenly, It had been growing like a thundercloud, quietly collecting electricity. People close to the industry said T.I. had been irritated for a long time, especially by the way 50 Cent constantly weaponized humor like a switchblade. Every time 50 cracked a joke with T.I.'s name in it, he smiled on camera, but behind the scenes, oh, that man was filing it away like a librarian organizing grudges. And eventually that library got too full. Something had to explode. Before the internet even saw T.I.'s full rant, little leaks and subtle signs began dropping. A DJ hinted that a Southern legend was about to address New York disrespect. A podcast clip surfaced where someone mentioned a truth bomb coming that nobody ready for. People speculated. Fans debated. Meme pages posted countdown timers even though they had no idea what they were counting down to. The suspense alone had everyone vibrating, like they were waiting for a boxing match. Then the full video dropped, and the world stopped breathing. T.I. didn't ease into it. He didn't warm up. He didn't take a sip of water first. He came in swinging, the man basically said. Let's ruin the internet today. He called out 50 Cent directly, calmly labeling him FBI energy, which in rap culture is the verbal equivalent of tossing a live grenade into a crowded room. People screamed. People replayed it 3 times. People texted entire group chats in all caps. And T.I. wasn't done. He went straight for the rankings. He said 50 wasn't even on your rules level. Not Jay-Z's level. Not even close. If the internet had a heartbeat, it skipped 20 beats. Because hip-hop has many controversies, but comparing 50 Cent unfavorably to Ja Rule, that was like insulting a man using the exact words he swore he'd never hear again. Fans weren't ready. Culture wasn't ready. Even Ja Rule had to blink twice to make sure he wasn't hallucinating. Reaction timelines exploded instantly. Clips of 50 laughing in old interviews resurfaced. Edits of Ja Rule rising from the ashes filled the feed. TikTok creators stitched the clip with dramatic music, slow-motion zoom-ins, and captions like, "The day the earth shook." Comment sections turned into gladiator arenas. People debated record sales, mixtape impact, cultural influence, street stories, everything. It became a full-blown academic seminar disguised as chaos. But the real unraveling started when someone alleged that T.I.'s blow-up wasn't random. A woman on a livestream claimed there was a private incident years ago between the two. Immediately, everyone began deeming bloggers begging for details. Nobody knew if she was telling the truth, but truth became irrelevant the second the rumor hit social media. The internet doesn't need evidence, it needs vibes, and right now the vibe was messy. T.I., meanwhile, acted like he had been waiting for this day. His tone wasn't frantic or unhinged. It was calm, smooth, meticulously controlled. The kind of calm that comes from someone who already rehearsed the speech in their car 15 times. He delivered every word like a man setting fire to a bridge he didn't plan to cross again. And nothing terrifies people more than someone confidently burning things without blinking. 50 Cent's silence added gasoline to the fire. This is a man known for instant pettiness, known for memes, known for clowning enemies before breakfast. So when he didn't reply right away, fans panicked. They said he was loading something, strategizing, or waiting for premium timing. The absence of his voice became louder than anything he could have said. Meanwhile, hip-hop personalities chimed in with their own interpretations. One producer claimed T.I. was speaking for a bigger issue in the industry. Another said 50 had been bullying people with jokes for too long. A third claimed this feud was brewing ever since a private meeting a decade ago. None of them provided details. All of them deepened the mystery. Then came the old clips. Fans pulled out receipts from interviews, award shows, backstage moments, and radio appearances. Every smirk 50 made while saying T.I.'s name became evidence. Every moment T.I. ignored a joke became proof he was plotting revenge. The internet turned into a conspiracy lab, analyzing gestures like FBI agents studying interrogation footage. Major hip-hop page then posted something that instantly changed the tone of the conversation. They wrote, "People laughing, but this is deeper than rap. Much deeper." That message went viral in minutes because it hinted at what everyone was afraid to voice. This wasn't about music rankings or petty insults. This felt personal, emotional, long-standing, something that festered quietly behind industry curtains until it finally burst through as the conversation intensified. An anonymous insider tweeted, "T.I. held back for years if he really exposes what he knows. It's over." The internet froze. Screenshots spread. Speculation erupted. Fans started revisiting old stories involving 50. Old conflicts, old betrayals, old deals that fell through, old beefs that didn't make headlines. Suddenly, the feud looked like the final chapter of a book nobody realized they'd been reading for decades. Supporters celebrated the moment like a holiday. They said he was finally standing up to disrespect. They said he was defending his legacy. They said he was fearless. Meanwhile, 50's defenders sharpened their digital knives. They threatened a clapback so powerful it would break the internet in half. They waited for him to unleash the ultimate meme storm. And through all this madness, the suspense kept rising. The tension kept thickening. The chaos kept growing because T.I. didn't just open a can of worms. He opened a whole underground ecosystem of secrets, history, betrayal, and rivalry. The moment T.I.'s rant fully seeped into the bloodstream of the internet, the atmosphere shifted from hot to volcanic. What started as a spicy conflict instantly mutated into an all-out digital demolition derby. Celebrities, bloggers, retired rappers, wannabe rappers, and people who haven't listened to hip-hop since 2008 suddenly became experts. It wasn't commentary anymore, it was a cultural riot. The timeline transformed into a battleground where every scroll felt like stepping into an argument with no exit. The first celebrity to react didn't even write a full sentence. He tweeted, "Oh nah, Tip Wildin today." That simple line sent millions into theorizing mode. Another rapper posted a popcorn gif and wrote, "Been waiting for this." TikTok creators started doing dramatic reenactments of T.I.'s speech using wigs, sunglasses, and over-the-top acting like they were auditioning for a role they already knew they wouldn't get. The internet was basically screaming, "More." Meanwhile, 50 Cent's fans mobilized like a marching army. They flooded every comment section with laughing emojis, old memes, and throwback clips where 50 roasted people so badly they changed careers. They said T.I. had chosen the wrong opponent. They said this would be his final season. They said 50 was in the lab preparing a nuclear-level clapback crafted from pure disrespect and Photoshop magic. But T.I.'s supporters weren't backing down. They flooded back with receipts of Grammy wins, chart longevity, lyrical superiority arguments, and more vocabulary than anyone asked for. They said T.I. didn't need to be petty because he was dropping facts. They claimed 50 had relied on drama more than music for years. The debates got so heated academics could have written dissertations based on them. Then came the memes, the true fuel of chaos. One meme compared T.I. to a teacher who finally snaps on the last day of school. Another showed 50 wearing an FBI jacket like an extra from a low-budget crime show. A third meme depicted Ya Rule, rising from the heavens like a fallen angel reactivated for vengeance. The internet hadn't laughed this hard in months, but underneath the laughter, a hint of fear lingered. Something darker was brewing. The contradictions began pouring in shortly after. One insider claimed T.I.'s rant was sparked by a private business betrayal. Another said it was personal, painfully personal. A third insisted it involved a woman from years ago. A fourth hinted at a major opportunity 50 allegedly blocked behind the scenes, and because every source contradicted the last, people believed all of them. Because confusion is gasoline for entertainment, a reality TV star jumped into the conversation, tweeting, "This drama giving Zeus reunion energy and nobody even threw a chair yet." Instantly, fans edited T.I. into a Zeus reunion scene slamming a mic while 50 rolled his eyes in slow motion. The AI-generated clips went viral within minutes, showing both rappers surrounded by unnecessary drama, security guards, and broken furniture like they belonged on messy television. In the midst of the madness, a popular music critic released a 30-minute breakdown titled, "Why T.I.'s Comments Might Not Be Wrong." The video had charts, Graphs, pie diagrams, and unnecessary effects. People didn't watch the whole thing, but they shared it anyway because the title alone made the war louder. As always, facts didn't matter. Chaos did, but then something shocking happened. Someone close to Ya Rule posted a cryptic message. He ain't lying about everything. That message sent the internet into cardiac arrest. Fans screamed. Bloggers fainted. Rappers group chatted privately begging for clarification. Nobody knew what everything meant. But the possibility that Rule might side with T.I. gave birth to a new wave of hysteria. Meanwhile, 50 Cent finally broke his silence, but he didn't respond with insults or memes. He posted a picture of himself smiling in a suit, looking confident, polished, and dangerously calm. No caption, just a smirk. That single expression said, "I'm about to ruin someone's week." Fans immediately panicked. Saying the look in his eyes predicted destruction, T.I. saw the post. And instead of backing down, he escalated again, he said. "Smiling don't erase the truth." That line felt like someone lighting a match near a gas pump. The reactions were immediate and violent. A journalist tweeted, "This is not music beef anymore. This is legacy warfare." People quoted it endlessly. They agreed. They argued. They made edits of T.I. and 50 like they were Marvel villains preparing for the final battle. Fans posted dramatic theme music behind both of their clips, giving the feud cinematic energy. Contradictions worsened when someone leaked alleged audio of a producer, claiming 50 Cent crossed a line years ago. The audio was scratchy, possibly fake and contained zero context, but that didn't matter. The internet declared it evidence. Fans demanded full-length versions. Blogs reported it like breaking news. TikTok detectives began connecting dots that didn't even belong to the same puzzle. Then a famous comedian jumped into the storyline. Joking, 50 ain't FBI, he the whole CIA? The comment went viral instantly. People were tagging 50 nonstop, expecting retaliation. The comedian deleted the tweet 10 minutes later, which only made it more suspicious. What did he know? Who told him to delete it? Was he scared? Theories spiraled. Meanwhile, a music executive wrote, "People underestimate T.I., he knows things." That line terrified fans more than anything T.I. had said directly. If someone with industry access said T.I. knows things, what exactly did he know? And more importantly, was he going to reveal it? The memes kept escalating. Someone created a Trump-style mugshot of 50 labeled Agent Curtis. Another showed T.I. hosting a TDDD talk titled, "How to Drag a Rapper Expeditiously." Someone edited Jay-Z shaking his head like a disappointed uncle watching two nephews fight in the yard. Every app became a carnival ride of pandemonium. And then, the unexpected twist. A mysterious message circulated claiming, T.I. hasn't even released the real T yet. The moment the anonymous message spread claiming T.I. had not yet unleashed the real T, the entire internet shifted from chaos to sheer paranoia. It wasn't funny anymore. It wasn't light drama. It felt like everyone had been watching a circus only to realize they were actually witnessing a political thriller with missing chapters. The feeds grew quiet in the loudest way possible. People weren't laughing. They were bracing. Something massive was about to break. The emotional fallout started hitting T.I. first. Fans noticed his tone shift from fiery confidence to something colder, heavier, like a man preparing for consequences he already expected. His closest friend went live and said, "Tip tired of protecting people who never protected him." That statement wasn't messy. It was heartbreaking. Suddenly, the feud felt less like ego and more like betrayal layered over years of silence. People wondered whether T.I. had been carrying a secret that affected far more than rap rankings. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's energy took a turn too. His usual trolling slowed down. The memes stopped hitting with the same sharpness. His posts started coming later, shorter, less intentional. Supporters claimed he was strategizing. Critics insisted he was rattled. Neutral observers agreed on one thing: he looked uncomfortable for the first time in years. The man known for weaponizing humor suddenly looked like he was dodging shadows. Then came the business consequences. One promoter quietly pulled a 50 Cent hosted event from their calendar. Fans noticed immediately. Blogs confirmed it hours later. They didn't blame T.I. directly, but they didn't have to. The timing said everything. The industry is built on perception, and right now perception was spiraling. Every headline added weight to a feud that was no longer just entertainment. Careers were being tugged, reputations reshaped, narratives rewritten. T.I., meanwhile, was receiving unexpected support. Rappers who hadn't spoken to him publicly in years began reposting old pictures, sending him messages of respect, calling him a legend. It was subtle but powerful. The loyalty shift was happening in real time. People who once stayed neutral were now stepping closer, inch by inch, as if choosing a side before the storm reached full strength. It felt like hip-hop was dividing itself down an invisible line, but the deepest fracture came from the fans. Entire online communities broke into factions, arguing endlessly about legacy, artistry, street credibility, and the mysterious meeting T.I. had hinted about. Some insisted T.I. was exposing a truth the industry was afraid to speak. Others accused him of being dramatic. Some said 50's silence was tactical. Others said it was fear wearing a mask. Everyone was convinced of something, but nobody knew anything. Then a journalist dropped the comment that sent everything into freefall. Certain files exist involving both men. If either speaks, doors will open. Nobody knew what kind of files. Nobody needed details. The phrase alone sounded like a bomb ticking in the background of every conversation. Theories multiplied instantly. People speculated federal cases, old industry deals, street-level misunderstandings, even unreleased footage. It was madness, explosive madness, the type that buries timelines. Beneath mountains of speculation, things took an emotional turn when T.I. broke his silence again, not with anger, but with a heavy reflective message. He wrote, "I stood on truth even when it cost me. Still will." Fans felt that. It didn't read like a threat. It read like confession, like a man tired of playing chess with people who cheat. It made the internet hold its breath. 50 Cent responded hours later with a video of him laughing, but the laughter didn't match his eyes. Social media called it forced. People said he looked like someone trying to pretend they weren't bothered. The clip sparked arguments across every corner of the digital world. Was he actually unbothered, or was he performing strength for the cameras? Nobody knew. Everyone cared, and then the alliances shifted again. A major producer posted a message that read, "People forget who helped who. History ain't what it seems." That comment stirred up more confusion than clarity. Fans wondered whether 50 owed T.I. something, or whether T.I. had covered for him in the past. It added a new dimension to the feud, one rooted in debts, favors, and the hidden ecosystem of the music industry. The chaos escalated further when a major hip-hop page posted, "Something big coming. Both sides know it." That message alone ignited every conspiracy theory imaginable. TikTok detectives stitched the post into 30-part breakdowns. Twitter threads grew into novels. People started analyzing body language, sentence structures, and timestamps like crime analysts. It was unhinged, but captivating. Then came the emotional breaking point, the moment the entire saga took a darker tone. If you survived this storyline without throwing your phone, screaming into a pillow, texting your group chat, "What document?" 14 times, or pacing around your room like a detective in a Netflix thriller, then congratulations. You officially have stronger emotional stamina than the entire hip-hop industry right now. Because whatever T.I. and 50 Cent just unleashed wasn't beef. It was a full-blown cultural earthquake. And trust me,